myself Prayak Patel, working as an assistant professor in IT/ICT department of LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Now in unit number 1, next topic consider as a vectors and matrix, and also consider the linear inequality and linear equation. Now in today's video lecture I will discuss about these 2 points. Now first consider the vectors and matrix. Now first understand what is vector. Vector means, consider vector V means a list, means consider as a n tuples or consider a list of numbers. So consider V equal to V1, V2, V3 up to Vn. Consider as a n element in a given vector V. So here Vi consider as a Vi are called the component of the vector V. So here V1, V2, V3 consider as a Vi. Now next definition is zero vector. If all the Vi are 0, then V is called the zero vector. Means here consider V1 equal to 0, V2 equal to 0 up to the Vn equal to 0 value, then consider as a zero vector. Now next consider as a equal vector. If there exist 2 vectors, namely A and B, and if both the vectors contain the same number of component and if the corresponding component are equal, then it is called the equal vector A equal to B. Here consider the 2 vector, first vector is A, second vector is B, and both the vector containing the same number of component, means in first vector 5 component, then second vector also containing the 5 components. Now addition or operation performed on that vector consider as a, here consider the many operation can be performed on a vector. First consider as a addition of 2 vector. Here first vector as a A1, A2, A3 up to An. Second vector is a B1, B2, B3 up to Bn. Now addition of these 2 vector is a A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2 up to the An plus Bn. Now consider the second operation as a subtraction of 2 vectors. So subtraction is a minus B. So consider A1, A2, A3 up to An minus B1, B2, B3 up to Bn. So final result is A1 minus B1. Second part is A2 minus B2 up to the An minus Bn. Third operation on vector is a multiplication of vector by scalar. So here vector consider as a one array and scalar consider as a one constant value k. So here k into a consider as a your multiplication of vector by scalar. So k into a1, a2, a3 up to an, then k multiply with each and every element of your vector. So here ka1, ka2, ka3 up to the kan, where here consider k as a scalar. Now fourth operation on vector as a dot product, means a and b both consider as a vector and dot product of these 2 vector. So a1, a2, a3 up to an multiply with the b1, b2, b3 up to bn. So final answer is a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3 like this. So up to the an bn. Now consider the next as a matrix. We already discussed what is vector. Now consider the matrix. Matrix means here consider matrix A. A means a rectangular array of numbers. So here consider this is a one array representing A1, 1, A1, 2, A1, 3 up to A1n up to the AM1, AM2 up to the AMN. So here consider the number of row as a m and number of column as a n. So the m horizontal n tuples are called the row of A and n vertical m tuples is considered as a column. Note that the element aij called the ij entry appear in the ith row and jth column. Now consider the next definition as a row vector or row matrix. A matrix with only one row is called the row vector. Now consider column vector, means matrix containing only one column, consider the column vector. Now next definition is zero vector. Zero vector means a matrix whose entries are all zeros is called the zero matrix and denoted by the 0. So here zero matrix means all the entries in a matrix equal to 0. Now consider square matrix. Square matrix means n cross n matrix, not m cross n. M cross n means m number of row and n number of column, but n cross n matrix means n number of row and n number of column. If the number of rows and number of columns of any matrix are same, then we say that matrix is square matrix. Square matrix has the same number of row and same number of column. For example, here first matrix is 2 cross 2, second matrix is 3 cross 3 is considered as a square matrix. Square matrix with n rows and n column is said to be the n order square matrix. The main diagonal of the simply diagram, here consider the main diagonal as a 1 1 in this figure. If the main diagonal value considered as a 1, then it's considered as an identity matrix. Okay, so here consider the identity matrix as your next definition. The n square matrix with ones along with main diagonal and zeros elsewhere is called the unit matrix and usually considered as an identity matrix and denoted by the capital I. So this 2 cross 2 and 3 cross 3 matrix considered as an identity matrix because here consider the main diagonal value is 1 and remaining all value considered as a 0. So consider as a unit matrix or identity matrix. The here consider the unit matrix play the same role in matrix multiplication as the number 1 does in the usual multiplication of numbers. So for multiplication, if you apply the multiplication on identity matrix, then answer is same as it is. So a into I or I into a equal to a for the any square matrix or identity matrix. Now consider the operation performed on a matrix. First operation is matrix addition. Let A and B two matrices of same size. Then the sum of A and B is written as the A plus B and obtained by the addition of corresponding element from A and B. So here consider first matrix is A11, A12 up to A1n. Through last row is AM1 to AMN. And second matrix consider as a B11, B12 up to B1n. And last row is BM1 to BMN. So addition of these two consider as a first component of both matrix add first. So A11 plus B11 is first component. Second component is A12 plus B12 like this up to the last AMN plus BMN. Now consider the next operation as a matrix multiplication. Here in matrix multiplication, perform the matrix multiplication by first row multiply with first column manner. So suppose A and B are two matrices such that the number of column of A is equal to the number of row of B. Matrix multiplication operation is applicable only when number of row in a first matrix is equal to the number of column in a first matrix is equal to the number of row in a second matrix. So here consider green shaded line first row multiply with first column and answer of these two consider as a first component C1. So here consider or we can say that matrix A is an M cross P matrix and the matrix B is an P cross N matrix. Then product of A and B is a matrix M cross N. And consider the any entry I and J is denoted in this matrix multiplication is represented ith row of A matrix and jth row of B matrix. So here consider A1, A2, A3 multiply with B1, B2, B3 like this. So here consider first row multiply with first column. For example, consider the example of the matrix multiplication. First row is 1, 2, 3 and first column is 10, 20, 30. So 1 multiply with 10 plus 2 multiply with 20 plus 3 multiply with 30. According to this, you can find the matrix multiplication operation. It is important to note that if the number of column of A is not equal to the number of row of B, then product AB is not possible. So consider the next operation on matrix as a transpose of matrix. The transpose of matrix A is obtained by writing the row of A in the order as column and denoted by A of T. So here consider transpose of matrix means transfer your first row as a first column. Second row as a second column means transfer from row to column. It is not hard to see if A matrix is M cross N matrix, then transpose of A means AT matrix is a N cross M matrix. For example, matrix A is 5, 2, 6 as a first row and second row as a 3, -7, 4. Then transpose of this matrix A consider as a 5, 2, 6 as a first column and 3, minus 7, 4 as a second column. So this is called the transpose of matrix. Now consider the fourth operation on matrix is a consider the determinant of matrix or find the determinant of matrix. The determinant of matrix is a special number that can be calculated from the square matrix. So here consider the square matrix, and for square matrix you can find the determinant of matrix. Now consider first as a 2 cross 2 matrix. In 2 cross 2 matrix A, here given component is A, B, C, D. So determinant of matrix A equal to AD main diagonal minus second diagonal. So means AD minus BC. Now for 3 cross 3 matrix, determinant of matrix A equal to, here consider first as A into, here remove the first row and first column because we select A at the first position, first row and first column location. So here consider the remaining element as E, F, H, I. Now minus B. Then consider first row and remove the first row and second column. So consider remaining element as D, F, G, I. Plus C. Remove the first row and third column. So remaining element is D, E, G, H. So after that we find the solution according to 2 cross 2 matrix. So A into EI minus FH minus B into DI minus FG plus C into DH minus EG. Now consider the next topic as a linear inequality and linear equation. We understand both the things. Now first consider linear inequality. What is the linear inequality? Linear inequality means containing the symbol less than, greater than, less than, equal to or greater than, equal to, not equal to. So here consider the term inequality is applied to any statement involving one of the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Example of the linear inequality is x greater or equal to 1, x plus y plus 2z greater than 16, p square plus q square less or equal to 1 by 2, a square plus ab greater than 1. This is considered as a linear inequality. Now fundamental property of the linear inequality. First property is if a less or equal to b and c is any real number, means a less than or B condition is satisfied and C consider as any number, real number, then add both the side A, then no change in your relation, means A plus C less or equal to B plus C. For example, minus 3 less or equal to minus 1 and then consider the or add the plus 4 in both the case, then consider minus 3 plus 4 less or equal to minus 1 plus 4. Second condition, if A less or equal to B and C is positive number, then multiply C at both sides, then relation is same as it is. So here AC less or equal to BC. For example, 2 less or equal to 3 implies 2 into 4 less or equal to 3 into 4. Now third, A less or equal to B and C is negative number, then change the relation because here C is negative number and negative number multiply with both the number. That's why change the relation A into C greater or equal to B into C. For example, 3 less or equal to 9, then multiply with minus 2. Then 3 multiply minus 2 greater or equal to 9 multiply minus 2. And fourth condition is if A less or equal to B and B less or equal to C, then we can say that A less or equal to C. Now solution of the linear inequality. First, by solution of the one variable, here consider the one variable, two variable and three variable for linear inequality problem. So one variable inequality means in any equation we have only one variable and remaining all value consider as a constant value, then it is called the one variable inequality. For example, 2x plus 3 less or equal to 7. We means any number which is substituted for x is considered or satisfy the condition of this equation for value of x. For example, consider the value of x as a 1, then consider value as a 2 into 1 plus 3, means 5 less or equal to 7 condition is satisfied. So here solution for the one unknown variable means x and value of the x considered as a 1. Now second type is two variable or two unknown linear inequality. So here consider variable as a two variable x and y. So we can simply say that x minus y or x plus y less or equal to 5 like this. So here x minus y less or equal to 5. We means any ordered pair of numbers which when substituted for x and y respectively yield a true statement. So here consider 2, 1 as your argument or value for the x and y. Then 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So 1 less or equal to 5 condition is satisfied. So consider the one solution of 2 unknown is a 2, 1. Now third possibility is by a solution of the 3 variable inequality, means in this equation we have a 3 unknown variable x, y and z. Consider for example 2x minus y plus z greater or equal to 3. We means that we have a 3 element pair, and according to 3 element pair you have to find the value for x, y and z. And for example solution for that is 2, 0, 1, means x value equal to 2, y value equal to 0 and z value equal to 1. Now next topic is linear equation. In linear inequality relation is less than, greater than, less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. But in linear equation we write simply equal to symbol. So already we know the equation is considered as a linear equation. So in this first consider as a one unknown, means first type as a one variable or one unknown. A linear equation in one unknown can always be stated into the statement form ax equal to b. Means here consider a and b as a constant and x considered as a variable. So here for example 5x equal to 10, then x equal to 2. We can simply say that x equal to b divided by a. So x equal to 2. Now two unknown means a linear equation in two unknown x and y can be put into the form ax plus by equal to c. Here consider x and y as a your unknown variable and a, b and c consider as a constant number. So here consider the two unknown variable and solve the two unknown variable equation. Solution of the linear equation for the two equation. So here consider the two equation is in form of a1x plus b1y equal to c as a first equation. Second, a2x plus b2y equal to c2. So here a1, a2, b1, b2 are non-zero value. Now for example consider first equation as a 5x plus 10y equal to 15. Second equation 3x plus 2y equal to 5. Now for solving this equation consider the first equation and multiply some value with the first equation. So consider the common factor out of these two. So first multiply value 3 in a first equation, then resultant answer is 15x plus 30y equal to 45. And in second case consider the minus 5 multiply with second equation, then minus 15x minus 10y equal to minus 25. Now consider the addition of these two result. So here consider 15x and minus 15x cancel. Now plus 30y minus 10y equal to 20y and 20y equal to 20. So we can say that y equal to 1. Now put the value of y into the any equation, first equation or second equation. If we put in second equation, then 3x plus 2 equal to 5 because here y equal to 1. So consider x equal to 1. Now you can solve this type of equation using the Gauss elimination method. In Gauss elimination method, here 3 equation and 3 unknown variables. For solving this in Gauss elimination method, you can consider the value of each and every variable. Means here consider 5x. So 5 consider as first argument with x. Then 3y. So 3 consider as a second argument with y. And 2z. So 2 consider as a third argument. So according to each and every argument, you can consider this matrix. Now after that, you can reduce this matrix according to your formula, like if you multiply r1 with r2 or add r1 with r2 or r2 minus 5 r1 like this operation. So first consider this matrix. Now perform the operation like first row r1 as it is. In second row r2 minus 5 r1. In third row r3 minus 2 r1. So 2 r1 means multiply r2 with 2 and subtract from the row 3. So resultant matrix is next. Now after that consider the next row as next operation as a r1 as it is, then minus 1 by 2 r2, then r3. Now next operation is r1 r2, then r3 plus 3 r2, and last we will get this type of matrix. Now after that consider the reduced matrix, and in reduced matrix consider the value of x, y variable. So here first row consider as a x plus y equal to 2. Second row consider as a y minus z equal to 6, and third row consider as a minus 2z equal to 70. So final value of x, y and z is x equal to 9 by 2, y equal to minus 5 by 2 and z equal to minus 17 by 2. Now consider the quantifier, logical quantifier. What is the meaning of logical quantifier or quantifier? In predicate logic, the quantifier is a kind of operator which is used to define the quantity. There are two types of quantifier. First one is universal quantifier and second one is existential quantifier, or we can say the existential quantifier. So here first consider universal quantifier. In predicate logic, a universal quantifier is a type of quantifier, a logical constant which is considered as a interpreted as for all. So here consider the universal quantifier define the for all meaning. So here in expression, data proposition function can be satisfied by the every member of the domain. It is usually denoted by the symbol universal quantifier or logical operator symbol. When this symbol used together with the predicate variable, it is called the universal quantifier. For example, last consider as a for all x. Now consider the second quantifier as a existential quantifier. So here consider in predicate logic, an existential quantifier is a type of quantifier, a logical constant which is interpreted as there exists, or consider as a there is at least one, or consider as a for some value. So here consider for some value or for some there exists, we can use this type of quantifier. It is usually denoted by the logical operator symbol existential quantifier. When this symbol used together with the predicate variable, it is called the existential quantifier. For example, here consider the for some x, for some y, like this. So in today's video lecture, I discuss about the basic introduction of the algorithm. Means here consider the what is matrix, what is vector, then linear inequality, linear equation, and how this can be applicable or which operation can be performed on the matrix or as well as vector. Thank you for watching.